Good morning, students or viewers. I am continuing the previous session regarding the introduction of cognitive computing and principles. Now, I would like to discuss about the system architecture of cognitive computing. Here we can assume that the architecture consists of like 4 layers: applications oriented cognitive systems, libraries, database and tools, cognitive computing framework, cognitive computing infrastructure. Coming to the applications, top in the diagram, applications oriented cognitive system means the smart city, intelligent transportation, cognitive health care. Nowadays healthcare without doctors, diagnosis can be possible with cognitive systems, machine learning techniques and all. Libraries, database and tools, cognitive computing framework which is in the form of TensorFlow, Torch, Teno, CAF, etc. Cognitive computing infrastructure is in the form of cloud, supercomputing center, like. Here the infrastructure can be framed with 5G networks, IoT. It can be possible of robo or automation tools. For this architecture, the two main pillars are technology challenges and also system requirements. What are the first we will discuss about the requirements, system requirements: privacy and security, cross platforms, standard application program interfaces, optimized data management systems and security, easy to use, efficient, stable, cross platforms, flexible, robust, holistic, cross industries, supporting diversity applications. These are all about the system requirements. And coming to the technology challenges, efficient data collection, HCI, human computer interaction with emotional cognition, NLP, ML, natural language processing, machine learning, which are encompass and reasoning, speech recognition, machine vision, HCI, algorithms, strategy. New computing paradigms or new programming models, new architecture like new processor designs, fast input output. This is a diagram for illustrating architecture of cognitive computing. History of cognitive science. Already we have bit knowledge in previous session. The steady mind remained to province of philosophy until the 19th century, when experimental psychology developed. Philosophy, which is a rationalism versus empiricism. Rationalism given by several philosophists like Plato, Descartes, Kant. Empiricism is Aristotle, Locke, Hume, Mill. And also then experimental psychology developed by Cartesian dualism, the mind body problem, which is given well about Cartesian dualism in the form of mind body problem. Experimental psychology became dominated by behavioralism by Watson. Psychology should restrict itself to examining the relation between observable stimuli and observable behavioral responses, denied the existence of consciousness and mental representations. Cognition definitions and characteristics, all process by which the sensory input is transformed, reduced, elaborated, stored, recovered and used. This is given by Nasser in 1967, who is a cognitive psychologist. Important role of inbuilt capacity in the brain from genetics and evolution, like symmetry, intuitive physics. The study of how people perceive, learn, remember and think about information. These are the definitions and characteristics. The important facts related to the previous session and today's session is related to perception, attention, learning and memory, thinking and reasoning, problem solving, knowledge representation. These activities can be, you can take, or case studies are important facts. Cognitive technologies are products of the field of artificial intelligence. They are able to perform tasks that only humans used to be able to do. Examples of cognitive technologies include computer vision, machine learning, natural language processing, speech recognition and robotics. These are the examples. This session has presented the purpose of cognitive science, paradigm, features, scope, history of the cognitive science. This session is limited with theoretical concepts of above mentioned topics, and practical implementation will be carried out as a part of practicals. This is about the previous two sessions and this session. So these are the self-assessment questions. You can easily figure out the exact answer, like a cognitive computing system is based on what? AI or machine learning or NLP or all of the above. All of the above is the right answer. Which is not an area of AI? Artificial intelligence, as the previous sessions take the consideration, computer vision, machine learning, robotics all are related to AI area, but not web design. Similarly, these are the terminal questions. Describe the history of cognitive science, list out principles of cognitive science, analyze the evolution of cognitive computing and summarize the concept of cognitive system. These are the reference books and some of the sites and web links are given here for the sessions. And I will move to the next topic here. This is about the artificial intelligence as the foundation of cognitive computing understanding. The aim of the session is to familiarize the students with the basic concept of AI as the foundation of cognitive computing system and imparts the basic understanding of the concept of cognition in real life. And after the objectives and the corresponding outcomes, this is designed with these 4 points, like relation of AI with cognitive system and various cognitive capability applications and cognitive process, concept of cognitive psychology, and those are the outcomes, learning outcomes like definition, description and summarize the AI and cognitive system and better understanding about the cognition term. So the study of this session is to focus on the concept of AI as the foundation of cognitive computing system and imparts the basic understanding of the concept of cognition. AI, artificial intelligence, is the simulation of human intelligence processes by machines, especially computer systems. Specific applications of AI include expert systems, natural language processing, speech recognition and machine vision. AI, so-called artificial intelligence, is intelligence perceiving, synthesizing and inferring information, demonstrated by machines as opposed to intelligence displayed by animals and humans. Example tasks in which this is done include speech recognition, computer vision, translation between the natural languages, as well as other mappings of inputs. AI is intelligence and branch. It is a branch of computer science that investigates the extent to which machines can simulate or duplicate the intelligent behavior of living organisms. This is a history where we are. AI becomes industry in 1980. Actually, the origins are in 1943. That is the gestation of AI. Is that this is about the birth of AI, where it was happened in the year 1956, 1942 to 1969. That is the early enthusiasm, great expectations. And in the front side of your slide, when it will become industry, and 1986 return of neural networks, 1987 AI adopts a scientific method, 1995 emergence of intelligent agents, large data set, 2001 that leads to the big data and the projects related to in Yahoo and Google also, which is given by Dow cutting. And the knowledge based systems, when it happened 1969 to 79, as the previous session discussed about the knowledge representation, that is the evolution of cognitive system in 1968 actually. So it is mapped this and the evolution of cognitive system also. A flexible rational agent that perceives its environment and takes action that maximize its chance of success at some goal. Colloquially, the term AI is applied when a machine mimics cognitive functions that humans associate with other human minds, such as learning and problem solving. Its services, well, we will here to make these same intelligent capabilities that are infused in our own apps, the cognitive capabilities available to every application developer in the world. This is the core concept of AI. There is a Turing test happened that already I discussed in the previous session. In 1950, the test made by Alan Turing, whether machine can think, can talk. Questions are submitted, both human and a machine, like interrogative session happened there. If the machine's answers are indistinguishable from those of the human, it is concluded that the machine can think. In the figure, you can easily observe the human being and also machine, and the question bank given to each of the room. AI as foundation of cognitive computing means the mindset of the human being and the brain functioning, assess skills, find relevant job, negotiable pay or not, that is AI. But cognitive computing suggests career path, salary comparison, job openings. This is happened in real life. Defining cognitive psychology, the science of how the mind is organized to produce intelligent thought and how it is realized in the brain, which is this statement stated by Anderson in 2004. He is a famous psychologist. Cognitive science, the study of relationships among and integration of cognitive psychology, biology, anthropology, computer science, linguistics and philosophy. What is a cognition? Means mental activity associated with thinking, knowing and remembering. Cognitive psychology, the study of these mental activities are in the form of concept formation, problem solving, decision making, judgment formation. What is cognition? It is an interdisciplinary perspective. A cognitive science is to mind, psychology, neuroscience, artificial intelligence, anthropology, linguistics, philosophy. See in this diagram, all are the cognitive sciences major elements or components, you can say, which are interlinked with this cognitive science. And functions of cognitive science process: perception, attention and working memory, recognition or recognizing and identifying. How do we take in and organize information? That is called perception. How do we focus on and manipulate information? Attention and working memory. Recognition or recognizing and identifying. How do we realize what something is? Functions of cognitive process continuation here: long term memory, memory distortion, autobiographical memory. How to store and retrieve information? That is a long term in memory. How does memory go away? That is memory distortion. And autobiographical memory: what processes influence personal recollection? These are the questionnaires for the respective functions of cognition process. And coming here, this slide indicates what are the components. Knowledge representation: how we represent and retrieve knowledge. Language: how we use words to communicate, whether in your mother tongue language or general any machine understandable language. Problem solving: how do we overcome obstacles to arrive at goals. Decision making: how we arrive at conclusions and make choices. Core concepts: hierarchical systems. What is meant by hierarchical system? A system composed of component parts, like a nervous system composed of peripheral and central, each of which has its own component. The mind can be divided into component functions like perception, memory, motor output. In memory, long term memory, either it can be short term memory. Core concepts of the cognitive architecture: this architecture is designed or organization of the mind's information processing components and systems. Understanding: like human beings, cognitive processing means being able to implement them on a computational level. Artificial intelligence simulations are generally designed to be similar to human cognition. Believe that the mind is built from independent processing modules, each module specialized for the independent function. Core concepts of the artificial intelligence versus which there are two types of AI are there, mainly weak AI, strong AI. We will discuss about what is weak AI, what is a strong AI. The contention that machines such as computers can simulate human cognitive process but not duplicate them. Even if the computer passes the Turing test, it is simply imitating humans, not being human. Similarly, that is happened in weak AI. Strong AI means the contention that machines such as computers can duplicate human cognition process. An appropriately programmed computer is mind, and a human mind is simply a program. Cognitive architecture: symbolic models, connectionist models. As we discussed already in the previous session, which symbolic models are that may assume that as a mind is just like a digital computer, and mental representations are symbols which are serially processed using set of rules. But in mathematically predicate logic, proposition logic we are using. Connectionist models use the structure of the brain itself as a model of the mind's structure, which is a parallel processing. Set of neurons interconnected allows for complex thinking. So the core concepts: consciousness, our awareness of ourselves and our environments, awareness of external events and external sensations, including awareness of the self and thoughts about one's experiences, allows us to focus our attention. Difficult but not impossible. It is possible to define self-knowledge, informational access and sentience. Means self-knowledge, knowledge about the self. Informational access means the capacity to become aware of and able to report on mental representations and the processes that operate on them. Ability to take the advantage of mental representations that to allow us the function in the world includes awareness of emotions and self concepts. The basic capacity of raw sensations, feelings or subjective experience of any kind. Relationship between sentience and brain creates mind body problem. This is what data intelligence action, different data sources, apps, sensors and devices. Here in the right hand side, people, maybe web, mobile, bots, chatbots, automated systems. The intelligence, where the resources are, information management, big data stores, machine learning and analytics, intelligence, dashboards and visualizations. Visualization, data visualization techniques are so many are there, like Tableau, DVST visualization tools, Power BI, intelligence cognitive services, bot framework, Cortana. Machine learning and analytics is a form of data lake analytics, HD Insight, Hadoop, Spark, MapReduce with the help of Pig or Hive. Several Hadoop framework are there, ecosystem is there, stream analysis, data lake store, SQL data warehouse. Here also big data stores having Hive can be act as a big data warehouse. Hadoop Hive interlinked with Hadoop. And information management about data factory, data catalog and event hub. This is what data from the data to intelligence to the action. And these are the activities or case studies or important facts related to the session. This is a AI enabled CRM, systems enabling next generation customer experiences. And next, intelligence from the Microsoft Graph, new lead, request for proposal, opportunity alert like this in the mobile phone. These are the examples. This session has presented AI as a foundation of cognitive computing system and understand the basic concept of cognition and its features. This session is limited with the theoretical concepts of above mentioned topics, and practical implementation will be carried out as a part of your lab sessions. This is a summary about that, and these are the technical terminal questions may be asked in the examination point of view about the architecture and components, AI, foundation of cognitive computing and summarization of cognitive process. These are the reference books and web links and sites. Thank you, listeners and viewers. This is the end of the session.